This is Bill Evans for FOH TV. We're at the Memphis in May Festival. That's Derek Trucks on stage, and we're getting ready to sit down with Mike Bourne of All Star Audio. So how long have you guys been doing this festival?
Off and on about 18 years, I think. Something like that. I'm getting too old. My memory's kind of slipping a bit there.
Yeah, so tell me about the trailer.
This trailer that we're in?
Yeah.
It's a, my wife and I bought this originally as a haul our motorcycle to Sturgis and to Daytona from Nashville. And over the years we kind of converted it little by little into a camper slash now office trailer.
Very cool. So how many stages do you run?
Here at Memphis in May,
right.
We're operating the 3 large stages. There's actually 4 stages here, one of which is a smaller stage and a blues tent.
Okay, and that's somebody else?
That is another company.
Okay.
We do the larger outdoor stages.
Okay. Now Memphis in May, it really is all month, right? Are you guys involved in the whole thing?
It's correct. It's actually three different events. The first weekend of May is the Beale Street Festival, which is the rock festival that we're at today. About 2 weeks from now, there'll be the Memphis Barbecue Festival, which is one of the largest barbecue festivals in the world. The whole entire site is filled with chuck wagons and custom, some of them 3 and 4 stories tall, that people build on site. It's amazing. And some of the best barbecue you could ever find in the world is right here in Memphis.
And they have music there too?
Correct. It's not as big name as the festival we're at today. It's more of your regional type touring bands, smaller bands, and then on the last weekend of the month is the Sunset Symphony, where the Memphis Symphony comes down on the river, and as the sun sets, they do their ensemble. And this year they actually are excited. They've got the Temptations vocal group singing with the symphony.
That's really cool. So it's a very wide range. I mean, even just today, you've got everything from punk acts. I know you got Iggy Pop up here later on. Jerry Lee Lewis is in the middle stage right now. The Allman Brothers later on. I don't even know what's going on in the north stage.
Yeah, it's overwhelming the amount of bands that we do here in 3 days. Typically, there's 5 to 6 bands per stage per night. So 15 bands per any night times 3. That's 45 national bands that we're going to see.
How many crew members do you need to do the show?
We have on site this year. We have a total of 12, sort of based out evenly between the stages.
Okay, and they are all Star Audio guys?
Correct. Some of the guys are hired guns, so to speak. You know, contractors that we've known for years and come out and work our system. A lot of guys like to come to this festival for some crazy reason. So we have a lot of repeat guys that this could be, you know, one of the 2 or 3 shows they do for us a year. Otherwise, they're out touring with other groups. For example, this year Mike Thaman is back with us. He's Lee Greenwood's monitor engineer. We've got Philip Ducker working here with us. He is Edwin McCain's front of house engineer. So, you know, that's just 2 of many. There's all the guys. You know, have other things that they do.
So I noticed the systems, you've got some radically different systems. You got KF850 systems at either end and then a line array in the middle. Did that present any challenges as far as the setup or the throw of the systems or anything?
You know, no, the EAW systems that we're using, the 850s and 853s, they've been out here and been proven, you know, for several years. As a matter of fact, I think that we were the second company in the country to actually have 850s, and so we've had those cabinets a long time. We maintain them annually, so they're in good shape. But Kevin Hill from DAS this year brought a unique opportunity to us, and that was to try out the new DAS line array system. It's self-powered. We've been toying with the idea of adding a line array and just looking to see what's available. And Kevin proposed that he do a real world demo, and which I can't thank him enough that he's given us the opportunity. The gear rocks. Everything I've seen is great. You know, it goes together easy. The rigging was simple. and it's basically a plug-and-play box, ironically.
Right. And then it wasn't like yesterday. Yesterday was set up, and it wasn't like it was an easy day. We had some issues.
We in a nice way, kind of nicknamed this festival Memphis and Mud Festival.
Okay.
And as you'll see over there, I probably have 3 or 4 pairs of mud boots, and they come up to about my knees. And there are years where that's not high enough. But yeah, it's typical. Last night during setup, right as we're about to power on the systems and do a little tuning, Mother Nature took over, and about 35-mile-an-hour wind, a storm moving about 25 miles an hour, and I think we got an inch of rain in about 30 minutes. So the rain we can deal with. The wind is a problem, because even a tarp, the wind blows the rain under. So we had a little bit of equipment get wet last night, and we had to deal with it this morning.
How much did that set you back?
We have a little margin for time.
Yeah, having done this before, you kind of built that in.
Yeah, after being here and done that, we kind of set ourselves up. And we bring spares, key pieces of equipment on site of spares. We've got spare amp racks, spare processors, spare EQs, different things that are the heart of the system.
Cool.
So we did lose 3 amps of Kevin's because of the rain, but fortunately we were able to take the modules out and get a hair dryer out, and after about 30 minutes, a little drying time, they came back to life, which is amazing.
Which is pretty amazing, yeah. Right. I thought they were toast, that we were going to bring some in.
We did have our friend Wally Wilson rush us over a few spare modules from Nashville, though.
Just in case.
They're sitting here in the trailer with me, as a matter of fact, right here. We didn't need them since the other ones came back to life.
Cool. So, having done this long, what's the biggest challenge of this gig?
Dealing with the weather, the elements. We're on the Mississippi River. We're wide open, where the wind can develop speed up the river. We're at that triangle of Mississippi, Arkansas, and Tennessee. And this is a place where the weather's known to get kind of fluky. And so the elements are probably the biggest thing. Fans we deal with day in and day out. So, I mean, it's kind of, not that I take it lightly, but it's another day at the office.
Right.
As far as setting up bands. Ironically, the weather and the elements make it interesting. It's the challenges that kind of break the day up. And I was always taught that you're allowed to screw up, but it's the way you recover that means most. So we had some screw ups with the rain and weather, and we were able to recover, and we've got a show going on.
Very cool. And what's the coolest part of this gig?
The people you meet. The co-workers here, we have a camaraderie of co-workers. It's like a family affair. And we turn the old All-Star office into the chuck wagon as well, and get the barbecue outside, and you never know who's going to stop by and ask, see what's on the grill,
There you go. Cool. Okay, well, I think we're going to sign off, and from Memphis in May, ciao.